Guys, it finally happened. We just saw the very first perfect game ever by an umpire. I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick round of applause. Look at this graphic. Pat Hoberg, the home plate umpire, he's him. Since they started tracking umpire zones back in 2015, we have not seen a single perfect game that is every single call was correct. Pat Hoberg is widely considered to be the best home plate umpire in the business, but of course, Major League Baseball can't get out of their own way. They have to give Angel Hernandez and the other umpires who have seniority a chance at the big stage instead of using the best person for the job. That is the one thing about baseball I don't understand. Why is there a carousel of umpires when you have umpires that do some jobs better than the other? Pat Hoberg, he should be the home plate umpire for the rest of the World Series, but for whatever reason, we gotta use that stupid carousel and switch them out every game. Makes no sense. I hate that. Like, shouldn't we employ people based off merit and not on seniority? Talking to you, Angel Hernandez. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and break down Game 2 in its entirety in just a moment because, again, we do have some drama surrounding Framber Valdez. And make sure you guys watch all the way until the end because Robert Manfred, he spoke on the Oakland Athletics, who might not actually be the Oakland A's for a lot longer if they don't start making progress on their new stadium and working with the city of Oakland. So yeah, stay tuned. Now, real quick before we talk about Game 2, I do have some breaking news. What was breaking yesterday, Nolan Arenado is not going to opt out of his contract with the Cardinals. And to be honest with you, I thought he was going to opt out and then maybe re-sign with the Cardinals and have a better contract going forward because he only makes $20 million. Only $28 million, but that's under market value for what he provides. He had 19 DRS, which yet again puts him in the conversation to win a platinum glove, and he had 73 extra base hits, 103 RBIs, and a near 7.5 FWAR. Nolan Arenado, I mean, if you really look at his market value, he should be getting paid $35 to $40 million, so $28 million, it's not a bargain, I shouldn't say that, but it's a good deal. It's basically him taking a hometown discount for the Cardinals because he loved Albert Pujols growing up. Albert Pujols was his favorite player, and honestly, I think that Arenado in St. Louis makes sense. I'm happy that he's staying. All right, let's talk about game number 2, the Phillies versus the Astros. Now, most of you know what happened because there's only one game every single day, so your focus is only on that one game. So let's go ahead and stick to the juicy stuff. Houston became the first team in Major League Baseball history, at least World Series history, to start a game with 3 consecutive extra base hits. Zach Wheeler, his velo was down all night, which showed its ugly head later on when Alex Bregman sent one to space, making it 5-0. So this game was pretty much out of reach. The Phillies were not able to make a comeback in this one. They did score a few towards the end of this game, but Framber Valdez, he was out there cooking folks all night long. He struck out 9 while only giving up 1 run. He was as electric as you can possibly be if we're talking about World Series performances. But in my opinion, Framber Valdez was not cheating in the World Series yesterday. Yes, it looked a little bit suspicious because he was using his pitching hand, his left hand, to go to his right palm. He was really going for it a lot, and he was just simply getting his hand wet and using it for rosin. Sweat plus rosin gives you grip, but that is a legal sticky substance. So was he using sticky stuff? Yes, but it wasn't spider tack. It was sweat and rosin. It reminds me of James Karinchak when the umpire had to come out and check him because Rocco Baldelli of the Twins thought that he was using spider tack. No, it was sweat and rosin that creates a sticky substance. It gives you better grip. It's not cheating. It's legal. And this is from Major League Baseball. Now, I guess the only angle that did look a little bit sus, and it's just unfortunate because when you put your sticky palm from sweat and rosin on your jersey and you start wiping it off as you're about to get checked by an umpire, it does give the impression that you're trying to hide something. But then again, I mean, Framber Valdez has been doing this all year long. He did it in his latest start against the Phillies. I think it was his final regular season start. So he's been doing this. He's always changing his cleats. Where he comes from, that's what they do. They almost use it as a distraction tactic to get the hitter thinking, why did he change his glove? Why did he change his cleats? Why is he going to his palm? Framber Valdez actually spoke on it.
Yeah, I think like nobody should think of it as anything like in the wrong way. I do it out in the open, but again, those are just all things that tendencies that I do throughout the game. Maybe distract the hitter a little bit from what I'm doing. Like maybe look at me rubbing different things and not thinking about the pitch that I'm going to throw. And I think I've been doing it all season. Just tendencies like that are Dominican things that we do just to be able to stay loose and. Just tendencies. The important thing, obviously, is to win, and, we're winning, obviously winning legally. But, yeah, just random tendencies.
Did your dugout notice Valdez rubbing at his hand at all?
Yeah, we did, and I know I just got it from KG. It's all over Twitter, the umpires check these guys after almost every inning, and if there's something going on, MLB will take care of it.
But you saw it and there was no concern in your mind?
Yeah, but we saw it the last time he started too. So.
So there you go. Framber Valdez pretty much said, hey, I am doing it in front of everyone. Cameras are there. You can see exactly what I'm doing. If you want to check me, you're more than welcome to. I'm better than you. That's basically what he said. Now, again, I don't believe that Framber Valdez was cheating. I believe that he was going to his sweaty palm and then going to rosin. So the umpire did in fact check him. He did not find anything. A lot of people are saying, well, the sticky stuff was on his right hand. And all I really have to say is, why does it matter if it was on his right hand? He's not pitching with his right hand. So if it's not on his left, what advantage would he have? I don't understand what people are trying to say with, well, it was on his right hand. He doesn't pitch with his right hand. It makes no sense to say that he can use that to cheat. So again, in my opinion, the process was a sweaty right palm. He was going to it for sweat. He had rosin, and that creates grip. That's all it was, and I'm sticking with that. Now, to end today's video, I'm going to give a quick update on the Oakland Athletics, or maybe the soon-to-be Las Vegas A's. So here is the quote from Robert Manfred, another example of him putting his foot in his mouth. So he pretty much started off by saying he's not positive about the situation in Oakland and that they should be looking at alternatives, aka Las Vegas. And then he goes on to try and correct what he had to say, because he basically inferred that Oakland, it's not going to happen. He's not positive about it. The A's should look at Las Vegas as an alternative, so he almost made it seem like it was going to happen. Then, of course, in true Robert Manfred fashion, he had to backtrack because he's a smart individual, but sometimes, again, he's prone to putting his foot in his mouth and not articulating himself in the way that he would have hoped, so he has to correct the record. But once you give media outlets a quote and they can really use that to their advantage and get clicks by saying, Robert Manfred said the A's are moving to Las Vegas, you've done all the damage. You can't go back from that. So Robert Manfred, I'm not gonna lie, you might need a full-time PR person, because you need it. Well, everyone, that does it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. We're on the road to 450,000 subs. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud, but appreciate you guys and stay safe.